Arusha, Tanzania. I hope you guys are doing so very well today. So I wanted to show you guys how I pay my power utility bill here in Tanzania, and I'm sure it's probably the same throughout the continent. So come on with me. So here is my meter. This is my electricity meter. It lets me know how much electricity I have left. Okay, you guys, so here is the meter here. There you can see the barcode just above my finger. Of course, I'm covering up my account number, but that number below that barcode is what you would take in to add electricity. So you'll see that there's an arrow there, right there, to the far right, and I could simply press that button and it will let me know how much electricity I have left. They say when you get down to about 10 or so, that is time for you to add more credit. So if you can see here, the light is green. So that tells me that I still have some credit left. If that light turns red, it means that it's time for me to add more credit. You would go to any store or office. They are all throughout Arusha. They're like authorized agents, if you will. You can go into there. Here is like Walmart you can go into, and just several other places. And you would take that number, the barcode number, and you would let them know how much you want to put on it. I have not personally gone in to do this myself since I got my house. Of course, I have house help. And so I send my house help out to go ahead and put the credit on. And so I just actually sent her again today. I was told by a brother that I have been using a lot. So when I compared to most continental brothers and sisters, and so when I got here, it was like 66 kWh, and he was just like, oh wow, you've got a lot. And so I was like, oh, okay, because I didn't know what was a lot or what was considered to be little, because of course we have a totally different system in America. So, and I really never paid any attention to it. But yeah, he said that I had a lot, but one thing that we have been having is like a lot of power outages here in Arusha, Injero area. It's just been a lot. Just a few days ago, we were out of power for over 24 hours. So that is something, if you are coming to this area, that you want to definitely prepare for. Of course, it happens throughout the continent. In some countries, it's more or less. It really just depends on where you are. But I can speak for this particular area in Arusha, Tanzania, in the Injero area in particular. We have been having a lot of power outages. Now, the power outage that lasted for over 24 hours was the longest outage that I have ever experienced here. So once the power outage, when we had the first power outage, when it came back up, I just realized that it was low. I checked it and it was at 17. So, and we hadn't been here that long. At that point, we were almost at 2 weeks. Just over a week and a half. And it was down to 17. Now, I did have a guest in the guest house, because we do have a guest house. So that also contributed to the power usage as well. So I went and I added like 20,000 shillings. So that got me like 56 more kWh. And so that put me at just over like 70 or so, or about near 70, once I added that. And that was my first time having to add. That was pretty much over a week ago. And so now I'm down to, as you guys saw, just under 13, and over 12. So, I went and gave her, my house help 20,000 more shillings to add some more units to the electricity. So yeah, I mean, I would say the only thing that's contributing to a high usage would be the fan. During the days here, it can get a little steamy, but not too bad, honestly. I mean, I love heat, so, but sometimes I go through these little, periods where, the sun, when it's really burning here in the heat of the day, you just need some air moving around just to, cool you down just a tad bit. But if we didn't have a fan, we would be okay too. That's the blessing of Arusha. It doesn't have like that high intense heat like Dar es Salaam, and especially at nights, you really don't need a fan. I just like to have a fan on just for a cool breeze, but you actually have plenty of that here in Arusha, especially in the evening hours at night. So yeah, so I would say it would be the fan. And charging, like the charging of our phones, and then we have to of course charge our router. The router is always in charge. We take it off every now and again, but it actually does not stay charged for a long period of time for some reason. We are looking to change providers. But yeah, I would say that would be like those things, those aforementioned things that contribute to maybe what's considered high usage. As I stated a bit earlier, the brother said that like 60 kWh was like a lot, and it's what some people use in an entire month. Yeah. So I guess I'm not doing as well as the continental brothers and sisters as it relates to my electricity usage, but again, it's not too bad. Yeah. So the next thing, the water bill. So as you all know, this is a temporary rental. The water bill, the agent for the city of Arusha did come earlier this week to do a meter reading. They simply ring your doorbell at your gate, you let them in, and then they go and where the meter is, the water meter, and they write down whatever numbers they need to record it, and then they send the bill directly to the owner of the house. And of course, the owner will contact you in relation to that bill. It depends on whatever kind of agreement you have. And then you would go ahead and make payment. Trash pickup. We do have trash pickup here. There is a big blue trash container outside of my compound. The awesome thing is it doesn't require, like the trash does not have to be in a bag like in America. So you can just pretty much dump loose trash in the blue can, and the trash will be picked up. I know our trash is picked up on a weekly basis. The monthly fee for the trash pickup here is 10,000 shillings. So yeah, that's pretty much, that covers all of the utilities. Also, let's get into how much for house help and a gateman if you needed security. I mean, it all depends on, you know, who you are, where you are, how you like to live. We do have in this compound a security system. We also have security cameras inside the compound and outside of the compound. The compound also has electrical like a high voltage electrical fencing around the gates as well and the walls. So if you are totally comfortable with that, you really don't need to have a security or, you know, a gate man. Now, if you have a lot of visitors, you might want to consider having a gate man during those hours where you have a lot of visitors coming in. So it really depends on who you are and how you like to live. My gate man is only, is here, mostly during the evening hours and overnight. So yeah. I do have house help. My house help is here from the mornings and, to early evening. And that's if I keep her for early evening. If she's really done, whatever time she's finished and there is nothing left for her to do, I let her go on about her business. I don't keep her here. So for my house help and security, it's about, I think it is, you know what, you guys, I'm trying to remember. It is an extra, I think it's 300,000 shillings? No, not true. Okay, so I'll just put it in US. So in US, between the pair of them, for a month is 150. So it's 150 US dollars per month for my house help and security. So there. It can be cheaper. It just depends on, who you find. These people were already in place when I got here, so I just kept them. I really do love the sister that helps me out in the house, and the gentleman that does security. He's okay. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any other questions that I have not addressed, excuse me, and please feel free to drop a comment below. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe. Also subscribe to my other channel, Mahogany Speaks Truth. That's more, it has a broader variety of topics that I talk about, but it's spiritually based. I talk about family issues as it relates to us as a Black nation. But I talk about a lot of things, relationships, just whatever kind of wisdom that I can impart, I speak about that. But you definitely want to stay subscribed to this channel. We're going to be going to Zanzibar this coming week, so I can't wait to bring you all along. But again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I'd be more than happy to answer if I am able. All right, until the next time, you guys.